Sorry, wrong show. Welcome to another episode here. Gaming commentaries with good King Ruben. Well, a couple hours later, we will see Duke square off against my Tar Heels, and we will beat them up. I hope we embarrass them down in Cameron Indoor Stadium, that crappy piece of... And I hope Zion Williams have an off night and prove my point. So okay. Hello. Hey. I'm doing good. Oh well, so hope they shut Zion out. Well, they have. Well, Louisville did give us a good footprint to beat this team, but they screwed up. So they let Zion be hot. We do not want to do that. He's beat Duke is. You gotta stop them from shooting a bunch of threes. My opinion. So I know they're not playing. Sorry, just check it a little bit. So I hope it goes out tomorrow. I hope it goes well tonight, but I doubt it. All right, almost there. Hopefully I can get my offense working today, so get ready. It's raining gloomy here in Raleigh, Durham. So sorry. But let's get to the action live. Hopefully I get the hurry up Ruben offense working. Or the Showtime offense. It's gloomy and raining out here, so hopefully we get see some Carolina blue skies today. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So. Other than LeBron
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Let's go verticals on these guys.
First down. And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Kyle Van Noy coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Shotgun now for Carr. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kyle Van Noy in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And it's fielded at the 34. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
That's it.
Brady now on 1st down. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down. Gordon, of course, picked up in a trade from the Browns back on September 18th, and he really should help a Patriot offense that has some question marks at wide receiver.
Yeah, you're banking on a lot of potential here with Josh Gordon, because if you get the total package, if you get the size, the speed, catch radius, the ability to play the ball in the air, he has everything. Could be one of the top 3 or 4 receivers in the NFL when he's on top of his game. And they need him to be that. Remember, they traded Brandon Cooks to the Los Angeles Rams in the offseason.
Brady to throw on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Brady now on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
While we have a second here, let's get back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown of Super Bowl 53.
Can you believe they went into the half, 3-0 New England, Stephen Gostkowski with a field goal. Then they finally tie it up with Greg Zuerlein at the end of 3 quarters of the Rams knocking one through the post. The Patriots, the 3rd team to win the year after losing the Super Bowl, the first since the Dolphins in 1972.
And, of course, the big number now for New England, 6 titles, and they are tied with the Steelers for the most ever. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And Cook has it left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Carr.
It's a tough one.
No way to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. They do go for it. It's Carr. The pressure gets to him again. Kyle Van Noy getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Shotgun now for Brady. And caught by Hogan for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Well, CD, the NFL held its awards show the night before the Super Bowl, and as you and I had speculated the last few weeks, Patrick Mahomes, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and for the second straight season, how about Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, Donald was expected. We knew that was going to happen. Mahomes, we thought would happen. There was that school of thought that maybe Drew Brees.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. There was only one man who scored a touchdown in Super Bowl 53, and, of course, it was that man we just saw, Sony Michel.
How about him turning it on in the postseason of his rookie year? Because in the 16-game regular season, he didn't play in all 16 now. He did have 6 touchdowns, which is pretty darn good. But he added 6 more touchdown runs in the Patriots' 3 playoff wins. That's pretty significant as well.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to run past the 20 and down to the 19-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Right back to him on first down. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
I think that's about as good a 3-yard run as you're going to see. And he actually did with a little bit of flair, didn't he?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, that's White. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen. Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Well, for the Oakland Raiders, quite a season that just passed, and not in a great way. 4-12 in John Gruden's return as a head coach. You look forward to the offseason. You know, questions about where they're going to play next year while they transition to Vegas, but they've obviously got other questions as well.
They do a lot of centers in. How are they going to put together this team now? Because they did.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Kyle Van Noy. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They come up on second and long, 93. And the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. 93. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now a play fake. Carr. And that is incomplete. An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game. Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And taken right on the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Patriots take over. Well, off topic, but we'd be remiss if we didn't point out what else was happening Super Bowl weekend. The Madden 19 Club Championship, second major this season, 2 more to follow. And our winner, Pavin, representing the Oakland Raiders. He took down the Vikings, and your favorite, Charles, Ivy Strafin. He had to reach for the ibuprofen after a 38-24 beatdown in the final. Well, you know, if he was representing the Oakland Raiders, the Vikings went down, and they went down hard. That's how the Raiders do it. How about Pavin, though? Wins $100,000 for his efforts. Also won Super Bowl tickets for the next day. Unselfishly gave them to his father and his brother. How about that? That's pretty cool. Congratulations, Pavin. Way to go. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. For Gronk, of course, the big question, has he played his last game in the NFL? Well, we won't have to wait too long to find out if he sticks with what he told everyone after the ball game. Expects to make a decision in about a week or so. We'll find out if indeed that was the last game. Not only did he go out a winner and on top, how about 6 catches for 87 yards? And don't forget that huge... Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Tahir Whitehead in to drop him behind the line, and that's a loss of a yard. He'll get it up the middle. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Gets around him. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it. And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half. See how they hit. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 75 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point. And that makes the score 28-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Kyle Van Noy in there yet again. My goodness, making 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Play action. Now it's Carr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him again, and that's his 6th sack of the ball game, one off the NFL record of 7. Up at a 3rd and long.
I got 87. That's speed. Down. We're waiting. Raider 2. Express.
Working from the gun. It's caught. And he's going to go down again.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Now a carry for White. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots are pouring it on. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. His pass caught at the 4. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch, 83 yards. And the Raiders are able to eat just a bit into this sizable deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Carlson now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me.
That is one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, what you need to do? sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. At 5 yards. On the play there as the drive will continue. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing on first down is Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock it out.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Frosty Rucker. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Okay, so we gotta stop him. I don't think we can put him back yet.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Got an open man, it's Gronkowski. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Brady. This is White on the screen. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And now here come the Raiders. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Get down, get down. Blue 80. Do what's right. Hurry, get set.
On second down, here's Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Raiders on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the gun, it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Get down. Blue 80. Watch safety creep.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Brady going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Brady going to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Beast mode unleashed, a big one there. 51 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
First down, the run with Lynch. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
But 5-man box.
Now they'll throw with Carr. This will be caught at about the 6. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The Raiders on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Carr. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Carlson now to add the extra point. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
All right, we have to. Well, I hope the next game won't get destroyed.
Carlson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and now
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. From the gun. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Carr. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal.
Now, we're waiting.
One final try now for Carr. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
All right, at least I didn't.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.
Alright, let's get the next one. Don't worry about it. Always move on here. Alright, we should.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carr now on first down. Incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but I look like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook. A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. Finding room inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
93.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Oh, he's going to air it out. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Philly. And even 60 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside to 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He sets to fire, and that is caught. Yeah. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 30 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And his kick is good. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Before this next drive gets going, we need to discuss the Hall of Fame inductees. There will be 8 in the 2019 class. We got Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law. Who else am I forgetting in there?
Well, how about a big guy, a lineman, Kevin Mawai, who was absolutely terrific in his career. How about Ed Reed with the Baltimore Ravens and the great job he did in the secondary there. Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt as contributors, the owner of the Browns.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On first and 10, here's Carr. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. So first and 10 now from the 30. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. Shotgun now for Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And Cook has it left side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They only get 2 there, but on third and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. First and 10 at the 19. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Carr to throw on second down. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jordy Nelson from 19 yards away. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's got it up and through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Wentz now on 1st down. It's brought in left side by Tate. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wentz going to throw. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And his guys will take over.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They start the drive with Lynch. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Get down,
To Lynch. Lynch busted free. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. On 1st down, Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cook. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Carr now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
now,
A toss play. This is Lynch. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Cook. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll run with Lynch. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jordy Nelson as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to.
And he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
I ain't giving that much time.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Here's Ajayi. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now it's Ajayi. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And they'll run it here with Adams. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run with Ajayi. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he's just a little bit extra.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Wynn's going to try and throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And Tate's got it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Wentz. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tahir Whitehead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, I won. Well, he quit. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're gonna run the ball. Oh, well,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Chicago Bears. Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Oakland.
Hey, I am.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Oh my God.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Classic Power Ranger, all time.
93. 93.
Carr now on first down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Okay,
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
7:34. Down. Blue 80. White down. Low, low, low.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their #1 receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Down. Blue 80. Low, low, low. 93.
On first and 10, Carr. And he whips that one incomplete there. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's second down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. To throw again. Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to have a third down. Boy, CD Mack, just from day one, he's looked so good in a Bears uniform, literally and figuratively. And some Raiders fans watching this saying, oh, I wish we had him on our team.
Yeah, just about every Raiders fan saying he looked a lot better in silver and black. Why don't we still have him? But in Chicago, immediately comfortable, fit right into their defensive scheme. They said, go get the passer, and that's exactly what he's done. Leonard Floyd, another first-round pick coming from the other side. He has really helped Chicago get off to a great start, and they love how he disrupts teams' offenses.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And we'll get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
185.
Try again.
Toss play to Lynch. Oh, now he bowls him over. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though. From the gun, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Yes.
Jordy Nelson from 8 yards out. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted.
Yes.
Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Carlson now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Trubisky. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now it's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. Oh, wide open, complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
A little rich.
Let's go.
Trubisky will throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he completes it to Cohen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And this is Cook for the ground. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Get set. 180.
Operating from the gun. Carr. It's caught. Nelson up close to the 40 at the 39. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr now on first down. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Oh, Showtime Ruben offense time, so we're going to try to score.
Carr now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Raider 2. Down. Wide 85. Get set.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
Monday down. 7:34. Raider 9. Down. Wide 85.
On second down, here's Carr. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Khalil Mack in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Down. 180. We're good. Go. Get set.
Shotgun now for Carr. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Carr now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Down. 180.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
White down. 29. Down. Wide 85. Hey, Purdue.
Carr to throw on second down. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield. I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. On second down, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 89 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Parkey with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Nelson. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
All right, get set, fellas. Down. 280. Come here. 6-18.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Nelson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Carlson able to put this one through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Carlson now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, we do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Trubisky on first down, trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They give him a gain of 38. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are in for 6. Parkey adds the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't.
Oh, my God. I hate when they keep doing this.
Wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He completes it to Nelson. And they'll get him down here at the 20.
Go Showtime offense time.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
808. Raider 2.
From the gun, Carr. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Lets it go for Nelson. This is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him a gain of 37. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Get down, get down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the 2nd half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th.
White Monday.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he's in. Touchdown. Raiders. Marshawn Lynch taking it in. And the Raiders have moved down in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Carlson now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the point. 20 yards on the play.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
All right. I want. Hey, he got a touchdown and he lost the. I was about to get. All right, one more game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns.
Beating the Eagles and I was about to come back in.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Oh, well. What else? Yeah, I can't wait for somebody.
Carr now on first down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes the end. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long.
Get down, get down. 180.
Operating from the gun. Carr. And Cook has it left side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Showtime. We're not even using Showtime yet. We're already on.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Get down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
93. 93.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he finds Cook. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
29.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Here we go. Let's 5-man box.
From the gun, it's Carr. Roberts got it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. From the gun, Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Raiders.
Yes.
Jordy Nelson from 6 yards away. And
all
the Raiders
right.
drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Fourth and 1, I'm going for it.
Carlson now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Charles, Chubb, heck of a rookie season, but do you think it bothers him that he had 996 yards?
I'll guarantee you it bothers him. It reminds me of a runner by the name of Dave Hampton, who played for the Atlanta Falcons, who actually went over 1,000 yards in a 14-game season. They gave him the game ball, stopped the game, and applauded for him. And then he took another carry and lost yardage and finished the season at 996 yards and never came close to 1,000 again.
But still no Nick Chubb. Great season, finishing 10th in the league in rushing as a rookie.
And don't forget his signature run against the Atlanta Falcons, 92 yards for a touchdown.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Let's go. Showtime.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Carr gives to Marshawn. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
All right, 2 forced quits already. Oh, one more game. 1-1 each. All right, so this is gonna be the last one. I got
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Oakland Raiders.
All right, showtime, Ruben time.
Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Throwing on first down is Carr. Roberts with it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, Carr. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on first down. Carr lets it go for Nelson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Carl try it again on second down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Carr again. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sideline. This on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Carr. Oh, fighting. The pressure gets to him again. Everson Griffin in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Down throw for Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aldrick Robinson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Throwing his car on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap. Jump too quickly.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now Carr, throw left side complete. It's Cook. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Only 4 yards on that game, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. Here's a give to Lynch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit, thanking him for that much space to rumble.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Raider 2. Go. Get set.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cook. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Carr. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Shotgun now for Carr. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jordy Nelson from 10 yards out. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And his kick is right through. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. For the Minnesota Vikings, earlier you and I were breaking down Kirk Cousins' season and the disappointment there, but they go from 13-3 to 8-7-1, and this was a team that many thought off that 13-3 season were Super Bowl contenders. What happened?
I think they struggled with Kirk Cousins meshing in as their new starting quarterback. Their offensive...
It's caught inside the 25. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 52 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Hey, Clifford.
Cousins on first down. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. Adam Thielen, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And they got the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 32 that time.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now, Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Carr. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now Carr, throw left side complete. It's Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And they're to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jordy Nelson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he'll bang that one through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Gun! Wide, wide! Move! Move! Black, black! Gun! Hey, gun!
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
We're going, let's go. Yellow, 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 yellow.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Hey, Clipper, the hot, 180. We're going, let's go.
Final play of the half, Cousins. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He's got it with the 15. And he's gonna have this down deep into Oakland territory. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. Run by the little curl there against zone. But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How linebacker
trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, it takes a little too long to develop. You got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to pick up his second down of the afternoon. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Following the interception, Cousins flush to his right. Lets it fly for Thielen. It's caught at the 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there, Cousins to Thielen. 41 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Steps away to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Powers through. He'll rifle this one deep. And got his man complete. They give him a gain of 38.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Carr. And Cook has it, left side. Past the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. That one will be accepted. And the lead is now 21-14. Carlson now to kick this one away. And now out comes Minnesota. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd. Second down, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Cousins to his tight end, Rudolph, for a Viking 1st down.
Sorry about that. Okay, we're almost there, so we're on the home stretch. Time.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A first down throw for Cousins. Being chased out left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. In on the stop there, Andrew Sendejo. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense. So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the number. And the Raiders have got him. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Carr going to look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw, Carr. That's a strong run. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Yeah, and that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We're going. Let's go.
Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? 5 yards on the pickup. They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Now Cousins. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being real precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And Bailey able to knock it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that 3rd one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Raider 2. We're good. Hey, Raider 2.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
Make this interesting.
One last shot now for Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That's over, man. I know. I was playing both ends, but still.
In the end, but they couldn't get
4 and 1.
Play, that last little miracle
play
done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope.
Sorry.
They definitely had opportunity.
Thank you for watching. Always follow me on Mixer, on Austin360, Austin underscore 3_16_ WWF on Mixer, and always follow me on Hollywood Ruben on YouTube, and follow me on Ari Hills on Twitter. I'm out of here. Thank you for watching. Wow, that was a thriller. I was just like, okay, I was trying to concentrate, but so
that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.
yeah, we took top cut because of less. I'm done, and see you later. Well, let's check the scores. Recap. Yeah, 1-1 today. Alright. Before I leave, I want to stretch it. Man, I scored. Man, I scored more touchdowns. But that'll be it, guys. I'm out.